This is Umar Ahmed for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We're at the, as I've said in the other couple of interviews, a lovely estate of Huey Fury, where obviously Savannah Marshall is based as well. Just a quick kind of drive home for you from here?
Yeah, I'm about 8 miles, so on a good day, about 15 minutes.
That's all
Not
right.
too bad.
No excuses to be late in there then.
Exactly.
But yeah, I was talking to Huey about obviously him living here and training here. So you're 15 minutes away. Just it's a great facility in here, by the way. I had a convenient place to kind of get your work done and get into fight mode. Yeah,
it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant, and it's not so brilliant. It's in the middle of nowhere, so there's nothing here. There's not even a Nando's. So it literally is in the sticks.
Even if you was looking for a distraction, you wouldn't be able to find one. So.
Exactly, just boxing.
Well, October 16th, you're out on your boxer debut. You're live on Sky Sports, which obviously you're accustomed to. Do you want to quickly talk about that, please, Savannah? The departure from Macram to boxer. Why is boxer the right fit for you?
I just believe where I'm at in my career. I believe Sky is well established. Boxer is new and up and coming, but I like what boxer offer. And look, they've also signed one of my biggest competitors in my division. So really, it was a perfect move for me. I'm really happy. I'm really happy with how everything's worked out and how it's not broken promise. It's not promises. Do you know what I mean? It's actually being done.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. We know you and Clarissa were on a collision course, but obviously with the difficulties in different promoters and etc., and it was just a nightmare probably to make that fight. But now you're both on boxer. There's no excuses for that fight not to happen.
It's the closest what we've ever been. Like you said, we're with the same promotional company. Our work was before. It was always she was doing something, I was doing something else. We never seemed to get anywhere close. But now, like you said, there's no reason why that fight can't be made.
We'll obviously come on to her in a bit, but I just want to talk to you quickly about October 16th. Opponent-wise, what we're looking at. Do you know much about her?
Yeah, she's called Alita. I can't pronounce her second name, but she's from Zambia. She's 16-0, unbeaten, 8 knockouts. Tough fight for me. She's about my height, my size. So I remember her calling me out about January time. I remember seeing it on Facebook and I was thinking, God, what's this all about? I've never heard of her. And then the next thing, she was asking for the fight. So she's keen, and obviously, she's not just turning up for a payday.
Okay, it's good to hear. So you've done 8 rounds this morning, so it was a good spar as well. But Pete was saying, obviously, it's difficult to get sparring in for you, and you've got to do your sparring with a lot of men, and you seem to be getting on as good, if not better, Peter saying, with the men in the ring with you. How's it all been? There's quite a few lads that I spar, but I also spar a girl that was in today called Cindy Nagambia. I think she's at elite boxing, or I might be wrong, but she's an amateur and she's tough, but she's got that whole speed of foot, speed of hands, where when you come into the pros, everything seems to like slow down a little bit. So Cindy's a good spar, but I have good rounds with the lads. Just sometimes that I think that they forget that I'm a woman. Just giving that much tasting.
They forget that, that naturally they're a little bit stronger, or physically, or whatever. So sometimes they need reminding.
Do you believe you're the hardest hitting female currently in boxing?
For me, weight and shoe size, yeah. I think she's hit me a bit too hard. I can't get my words out. No, I hit hard. I know I hit hard. I've always been a big puncher, even in the amateurs. But with the amateurs, everything's fast. You're not really setting the shots up. Whereas now with Peter, he's taught me, all about how to deliver the perfect punch, really, and things like that. So yeah, I do it hard. I know I hit hard.
Okay. Do you believe that fight potentially could be a pay-per-view fight with you and Clarissa?
I do, yeah. If it's built up properly.
I actually didn't even know there was any other female pay-per-view fights that had been made, but I'd watched a documentary on Netflix, and it was, what's her name? She boxed Layla Ali, and there and Layla Ali it was the first ever female pay-per-view fight.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, she got shot in the head by her coach.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, Christy Martin. Yeah, Christy Martin.
That's just come out on
Yeah,
Netflix
yeah,
recently.
Netflix, yeah. So God, she could fight. She could fight. It's the first time I'd ever seen anything on her. But yeah, she boxed Layla Ali pay-per-view. So, and it did well. And I think there's no reason why me and Clarissa couldn't do well. It's a rivalry that's been going on for years. Obviously, we've got history. And I believe it's a great fight.
Well, it's definitely a headline fight. It could headline a card, but I think with a good fight week build up, could definitely do well on pay-per-view, and that'd be. I know you said there's been one before, but that'd be groundbreaking stuff, wouldn't it, Savannah?
Yeah, hopefully. Retire on that. Retirement money, hopefully.
Secure the bag and go off.
Yeah.
When I say the name Clarissa Shields, what goes through your mind?
Clarissa Shields. This is the big difference between me and Clarissa. I feel like I have this massive effect on Clarissa's life. I mean, every time I go on Twitter, she's like just so angry, but with Clarissa's just another opponent to me. She has no influence on my life. She doesn't affect anything that happens in my life. I don't hate Clarissa. If anything, I think she's quite comical, funky dress sense, bit of a dry sense of humour, but at the end of the day, she's just another opponent to me, Clarissa.
And as a fighter, do you respect her, and how do you assess her overall?
Clarissa's brilliant, a brilliant fighter. She's got probably the fastest hands, probably in female boxing. Yeah, she's a brilliant fighter. What she's achieved is tremendous. I'm not ignorant. I think she's very ignorant. For her to say that I'm not even a good fighter, I think well, that's pretty. I'm not saying I'm this or I'm that, but for her not even to give me that little bit of ounce of respect, I think it's just ignorance.
Do you think she's trying to get under your skin when she doesn't rate you?
Maybe, but there's like getting under someone's skin, and then there's just coming across as a total knobhead.
Fair enough. That's my headline there. You believe that fight could happen end of this year?
I know it won't happen the end of this year. I think it'll happen the start of next year.
Okay, well, we'll take that one. Okay, and finally, just want to ask you, why do you believe, I know you said you believe the fastest hands in boxing, female boxing, but why does Savannah Marshall come out victorious?
I just believe I'm a better all-round fighter than Clarissa. As simple as that. Yeah, she's got fast hands, but what else does she have? She thinks she can punch. We're all yet to see it.
I think she said that you can't punch.
I know she did. Ignorance. Let her believe her. I suppose they say you can't punch until you land. But yeah, she can think what she wants.
You believe when you land on her, she's going?
I believe if with the correct time, and timing always beats speed, and it will always beat speed. There you go.
Savannah Marshall, best of luck on October 16th in Newcastle. Obviously, Huey Fury on that bill as well. And then I'm sure afterwards we'll have another discussion about Clarissa Shields and that mega fight, alright?
Yeah, thank you.